Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. Last time, we went to check out the shards at the Forbidden Oasis, is that right? You don't have your friend. I'm not sure what we're gonna do next. We'll find out. It is a brand new day for me, so that means all of our people are done. Inquisitor. We located the poor mad soul claiming that Corypheus is the true herald of Andraste. She is no Venatori agent, but a woman driven out of her wits by what she witnessed at Haven. Several refugees were with her. All have been brought to Skyhold, where they now see the folly of this Chantry sister's claims. They are eager to lend the Inquisition their support. Mother Giselle is grateful that we were able to bring the sister back safely. She remembers the young Chantry sister and describes her as gifted but fragile. She hopes that with care and patience, the woman may return to herself. Ambassador Montelier. So we got a blade and influence. Alliances. Despite their intent to craft a political entity to oppose us, these noble families are too embroiled in their own conflicts to even acknowledge us. We have acquired some additional trading partners who are tired of waiting for a winner to emerge. Alright, so we got some money. Good. Continuing research. Current progress and findings. Some animals in regions with closed rifts exhibit fewer altered behaviors, but the results are inconsistent. Several anomalies in hunting patterns suggest the breach still impacts local wildlife. Furthermore, some species persist in erratic behaviors. I suspect that both the opening and closing of rifts cause fluctuations in the veil that continue to disturb their natural instincts. Long-term effects still unknown. Studying the flight patterns of local songbirds may yield further results. Additional notes. I have forwarded a 50-page report to Commander Cullen outlining ways to counteract aggressive behavior in several species. Signed, Helsma. We got a rune. That's nice. Alright, before I go and assign people, I do want to see if Helsma has anything else for us. There's an exclamation point. Ooh. What is this? Alright. I guess we'll figure it out. Alright, I think that exclamation point is for the upgrade.
You find the strangest things, Inquisitor. Interesting altogether, though.
Okay. I think this is for the upgrade. Yes. Chantry Garden. Upgrades Garden to a Chantry, bringing more to all who seek it. A functional upgrade that brings a potential resource gain from the inspired, including gold from tithes. That might be useful, considering I'm actually spending gold this time around. Upgrades garden by committing the space to simple greenery and cultivation. A functional change that allows more herbs to be harvested. So, I think Anon would probably very much prefer to go with the herb garden. Not that I find it particularly useful. The Chantry is something that maybe the Inquisition should have. Gold would be nice. Herb crafting. I really don't use it. Okay, so according to online, this does not actually give you extra resources, even though it says it does. What it does give you is a couple extra war table missions that get you, let's see, one's a schematic. Yeah, that gets you a couple schematics. Anon's not going to be happy about it, but I think from the standpoint of we're the Inquisition and we are housing people coming from the Chantry, she can be persuaded to do this. Yep, I know. Maker here, okay, so this is a Alright. Cool. Read this. Okay. I don't know what that did for me. Where's the...
Your worship? What is your evaluation of our supplies?
We are well supplied, and I foresee only better to come.
Alright. So we did the chantry upgrade
Another time, Inquisitor.
for the faithful to come to, even if Anon doesn't like it. That's what we did. Let's go.
You've gathered quite the collection. Wonder how many are in the set.
Inquisitor?
Okay, I'm just gonna keep walking. See, we've collected all these. But apparently, they're still gonna pop up. Dorian, excuse me. I don't think I have anything to turn into you. Yeah.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is. What is your evaluation of how we're doing? Adequate.
Yep.
Based on the partial improvements to Skyhook.
So
Goodbye, Inquisitor.
she said a request had been made, but I didn't see anything pop up. So I'm going to assume that everything's fine. He's always staring at the wall. He left now, but I wonder if he's like trying to picture the next upgrade. Anyway, what level are we? That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I'm level 15. But I think everyone else, how do I switch characters? Oh, right. Everyone else is 14. Saying only the chant. You don't have a friend. Okay, back in here. Let's see what is going on. Strike a bargain with merchant princes. Inquisitor, the allied merchants of the monarchy of Antiva have inquired whether they can assist us in any fashion. They could provide us with some of the finest goods in Thedas, a powerful boost to our prestige, and spread our influence north. The merchant princes will also attempt to ensnare us in contracts so convoluted that we will be eternally tied to them. If we are interested, we must send our most skilled negotiators. Our diplomats are well respected, and I feel we can come out ahead of the bargain if we are prepared to commit to it. Ambassador Montelier. So of course we'll send Josephine. Can't really send anybody else. I've chosen a few dozen diplomats to handle the merchant princes. I will of course inspect everything we sign myself.
At your service.
That'll take her a few minutes. Where is Sutherland? There we go. While I would never question the wisdom of the Inquisitor in such a conscientious time, if we are to insist on relying on mercenaries acting in our names, I would ask that they represent us properly. We can't be seen to employ poorly equipped in the Inquisition. More exactly, I cannot. I humbly request permission to outfit the crew Sutherland leads. So, Lavellan would have them reflect our influence. Lavellan would like them to look like the hidden arm they could be. And Cullen wishes them formidable. Make them formidable, heavy armor. So it basically, it doesn't really affect them. It decides what kind of armor they get. So Cullen will give them heavy armor. Lavellan will give them medium armor, and then Josephine will give them light armor. And I'm gonna go with Lavellan.
Inquisitor.
Because to me, they do kind of feel like a hidden arm. And they have different dialogue depending on what armor you fit them in. So, find Crestwood's mare. We do want to do that, just not necessarily right this second. Expose the double agent, gather herbs. Okay, so I think we determined Cullen can't do anything on this side. Ooh. We have received word that Morvan the Under has made good on your judgment of armed exile into Winter. So this is the guy that attacked us with a goat. He and his clan immediately staked a claim to a large section of land along the Imperial Highway. At the edge of the Silent Plains, it is inhospitable and vacant, and they claim they are not interested in banditry or actively threatening anyone. Beyond, of course, suddenly declaring that they now live within Imperium borders. Our Tevinter contacts say the relocation has caused significant concern among the Magisters. So, Leliana's approach would be interesting. If you simply want them present to unnerve Tevinter, it is possible to keep Morvan's clan supplied without explicit ties to us. But you get the same rewards no matter who you send. And Cullen's perspective is a fine jest, and now it is done. I suggest cutting ties before their presence is considered provocation. And I kind of agree with that. Let them do their thing on their own.
Inquisitor.
So we'll do that. And now everybody is settled. Investigate. Okay, so it's not telling me. We do need to go there eventually. So I could start this, but we do have... We do need to go back to the Storm Coast. So I think we might just... Let's do this. And I want to bring... Let's see. Dorian, Varric, and... Ooh, what about Sarah? Cole might also be interesting. I'll bring these guys, though. Well, let's bring Sarah. See if anything interesting happens. I just realized, like a dumbass, that I need Iron Bull in my party. So I'm definitely bringing those two.
All right. Our Kunari contact should be here to meet us.
He is. Good to see you again, Hisrad.
Gat! Last I heard, you were still in Saharan.
They finally decided I'd calmed down enough to go back into the world.
Boss, this is Gat. We work together in Saharan.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor. Hisrad's reports say you're doing good work.
He's in Dalish armor. Bull is Hisrad?
Iron Bull's name is Hisrad.
Under the Qun, we use titles, not names.
My title was Hisrad, because I was assigned to secret work. You can translate it as Keeper of Illusions, or...
Liar. It means liar.
Well, you don't have to say it like that.
I'm thrilled. Yeah.
I'm only here because we both want to stop Corypheus.
Indeed. The Tevinter Imperium is bad enough without the interference of this Venatori cult.
Yes. Filthy, decadent brutes, the lot of them. I'm certain life would be much better for all of us under the Qun.
It was for me, after the Qunari rescued me from slavery in Tevinter. I was 8. The Qun isn't perfect, but it gave me a better life.
Yes, one free from all that pointless free will and independent thought. Such an improvement.
Tevinter's worse. Look, let's just focus, okay?
Arguing about the war between your two nations isn't going to help anyone right now.
I'm not here to convert anyone. All I care about is stopping this red lyrium from reaching Minrathos.
With this stuff, the Vince could make their slaves into an army of magical freaks. We could lose Saharan and see a giant Tevinter army come marching back down here.
The Ben Hasrath agree. That's why we're here. Our dreadnought is safely out of view and out of range of any Venatori mages on shore. We'll need to eliminate the Venatori, then signal the dreadnought so it can come in and take out the smuggler ship.
Okay. Well, let's, what if the ship has mages?
There might be Venatori mages on the ship as well, if the dreadnought can't handle them.
It's unlikely there'll be more than 2 or 3 mages on the ship, and they'll be dead by the 3rd shot. On land, though, a half-dozen Venatori attacking the dreadnought from cover could do some serious damage.
Why not attack at sea?
If it's dangerous for the dreadnought close to shore, why not attack when the smugglers reach open water?
Any decent smuggling ship can outrun a dreadnought on open water. We need to catch them close to shore.
I guess a dreadnought is more of a siege weapon. Why use a small force?
I could have crushed any Venatori resistance with the Inquisition's main forces. Why not use them?
Because then the Venatori would have seen you coming and run. They'd schedule a new shipment for later, and our spies might not know when or where. This is risky, yes, but it's our best chance to destroy the shipping operation permanently.
Okay. Well, what are your thoughts?
What do you think, Bull?
Don't know. I've never liked covering a dreadnought run. Too many ways for crap to go wrong. If our scouts underestimate enemy numbers, we're dead. If we can't lock down the Venatori mages, the ship is dead. It's risky.
Riskier than letting Red Lyrium into Minrathos?
So, it's a job that Iron Bull wouldn't normally take. But he's here for the Inquisition. Okay.
Let's go hold up our end of this bargain, then.
My agent suggested 2 possible locations the Venatori may be camped to guard the shore. There, and there. We'll need to split up and hit both at once.
I'll come with you, boss. Krem can lead the charges. Let me fill him in. Come by when you're ready to move.
So can I talk to you more?
Just waiting on you and Hisrad, or Iron Bull, I guess.
How do you know Iron Bull?
You knew Iron Bull back when he fought in Saharon.
Yes, he led the group that freed me. I was a Magister's slave, and when the Magister went to Saharon, he brought me along. For company. Iron Bull and his men attacked my master's ship and killed him, as well as his soldiers. Bull set me free.
And then you joined the Qun?
And you decided to start following the Qun after that?
What do you think? I just watched a giant horned warrior kill the Magister who hurt me.
He didn't... I don't know why I would be surprised at not hearing this story, but okay.
He never told me about this.
One of the few things he hasn't shared with you, I gather. Sure, Bull. Share the secret Ben Hasrath reports, but keep that bit where you save the elf boy to yourself.
Is he in trouble?
Is Bull going to get in trouble for passing those reports on?
The Ben Hasrath aren't pleased with how forthcoming Bull has been, but he was one of their best agents. He kept the streets clean in Saharon longer than anyone before him or after. He fought until it nearly killed him. The Ben Hasrath trust him enough to accept how he joined the Inquisition, even if they don't like it. Besides, they hate to discard a tool that might still have some use left in it. That's why I have a job.
You've had trouble with the Qun?
It sounds like following the Qun hasn't always been easy.
I had a temper. Bull's nickname for me, Gat, comes from Gatlock, the explosive power in Canary cannons. I was so angry when I was first freed. I wanted revenge. I wanted to find my family who was still enslaved in Minrathos. I thought about leaving when the Qun didn't tell me what I wanted to hear, but I didn't.
Why not?
The Canary were always ready to listen, to teach. They cared for me as much as one of their own. And if I leave, the parts of the Qun that I don't like are never going to change.
How did you end up here?
How did an elf end up working for the Qunari out here?
The Ben Hasrath usually pick elves or humans to work outside of Kunandar. They're a little harder to spot. I've worked in Orlais and Navarra, but only for a few years now.
And before that?
What did you do before that?
When I was old enough, I fought Tevinter forces in Saharon. I was too angry to do much else. It took me a long time to accept the Qun, to get past justice to purpose. Some days are still difficult.
How will an alliance help me?
No one's actually detailed how an alliance with the Qunari will help the Inquisition.
The answer to that is above my rank. But the Qunari don't really bargain. They don't know how. I doubt you want Qunari troops stomping around your stronghold, and you're too far away for supplies to be useful. You get more use out of our ships, I imagine. And the agents we've got spread across Thedas. We know a lot more than what Bull sees in those reports he's been forwarding to your spy master.
So if you do cement the alliance with the Qun, you'll get extra war table missions. So that's kind of what he's talking about. I have some more things I want to talk about.
Do you have a minute to talk about the Qun?
I'm a spy, Inquisitor, not a teacher. I'm not interested in converting anyone or debating the philosophy. But I suppose it would make for an interesting report to hear the Inquisitor's opinion of the Qun.
I think that's possibly more accurate for her.
To be honest, I don't really understand enough of the Qun to judge it.
I think you have to be raised under the Qun for it ever to make sense. The people who join as adults either end up unhappy or, well, for many, it's just a kind of form of slavery. I like the simplicity. I like knowing my place and knowing that it's the right place. Other parts I've struggled with myself.
I'll let you know when we're ready.
I await your pleasure, Inquisitor.
Okay, so we've talked about him. And I didn't realize I had you guys in matching colors.
Solas, that little flare you sometimes do with your staff. You're redirecting ambient energy to your personal aura?
Yes, the effect clears excess magical energy and creates a minor randomized barrier to impair incoming magic.
Fascinating. It's a Tevinter technique. I've never seen anyone in this part of the world do it.
The technique is not Tevinter. It is Elven.
Oh, that means we... never mind then.
But do go on about the wonders of Tevinter magic.
Oh my god, you too. That's interesting. That was actual party banter, and I don't know why we got it, but I'm happy that we got it. Oh, that means never mind. I don't think there's anything else in this little space. All right.
Once they're down, send up your signal. That'll let the Dreadnought know it's safe to come in.
Understood, Chief.
Remember, you're gonna want a volley to start, but don't get suckered into fighting at range. They've got mages.
It's all right. We've got a mage of our own.
I'm not a mage.
Get in close and take their enchanter down before he takes over the battlefield.
He'll be dead before he knows it.
Just pay attention, all right? The Vince want this red lyrium shipment bad.
Yes, I know. Thanks, Mother.
Qunari don't have mothers, remember?
We'll be fine, Chief.
All right, Chargers. Horns up!
Horns up!
Ready whenever you are, boss.
Yeah, you can tell he's really nervous about this whole situation. He's not happy about it at all.
I'm ready to head out, Bull.
Sorry.
Right. Chargers, hit 'em hard and hit 'em fast. When this is over, drinks are on me.
You got it, Chief. Charges! Double time! Let's move!
Dorian, you're not going with him. All right.
You gave your charges the easier target.
You think?
Lower and farther from the smuggler's ship, it's much less likely to be heavily defended.
Suppose we'll do the heavy lifting then. Just like old times.
Where are we going? Oh, I see. I see. We got arrows on the map. All right. I think I know what I'm doing. I don't really know. That's not the map. Okay, yeah, so I think, yep. What are all these other things? Oh, I never picked up shards. Okay, that's what those are.
My agent said to expect opposition ahead of the main camp.
We've all done this a few times, Gat.
You've been living outside the Qun for years now, Iron Bull. Just wanted to make sure your reflexes hadn't gotten as soft as the rest of you.
Ouch. Vince, up ahead.
I got him.
Don't let them warn the others.
Ow! Good. We got them all.
I don't see any tattoos, but you're carrying a staff. Are you from a Chantry Circle?
No, and I would prefer not to discuss it.
Have I done something to offend you?
You joined the Qun?
After they rescued me from slavery.
And put you into something worse? A slave may always struggle for freedom, but you among the Qun have been taught not to think.
Solas, not the time.
I do wonder, maybe having Sarah... Maybe I can reload my save and just try it. Because I'm really curious how this would pan out if I brought other people.
Iron Bull's reports say you're a demon.
Heart hammering, brush of breath at the base of my back. He licks his thumb before turning the page. He never finished. You don't have a demon inside you. You don't have to wonder anymore.
Wow.
Stop. Just stop.
Wow.
Cole, knock it off. People who follow the Qun get nervous around demons, remember?
Bull, how can you work with a demon?
He's all right.
You're not Dalish. Were you confined to an alienage as a child?
Not for bloody long.
You may be interested to know that Kunandar treats our kind far better than Ferelden or Orlais.
Nope, not interested in how you want to treat me.
Perhaps another time, then. You must wish you were back in Tevinter, mage. No soldiers to guard you here, no slaves to wait on you.
It's the lack of fashion that really strikes fear into my heart.
You know nothing of fear.
And do you intend to teach me?
No. You serve the Inquisition, and the Ben Hasrath wish an alliance. For now, that is enough. Now that the circles have fallen, it must please you to wield your powers so freely, mage.
Quite the reverse. Mages are dangerous, and their power makes them feared. The circles protected us.
You sound almost reasonable.
I don't think I'm supposed to go this way, but I am.
Can you make out any of your mercenaries down there?
Not from here. Probably a better view once we take the Vince camp.
Worried?
They're my men. I've been with some of them for years.
Yeah, he's not happy with this at all.
Get ready. We're close.
Close to what? Oh. Damn! Oh, signal the dreadnought. So we got them all? And no banter this time around? Let me up. Want the loot. Where is it? That is... What is that? Creepy pyramid thing.
We're clear, Gat.
Right. Signaling the dreadnought.
Chargers already sent theirs up. See them down there?
They cleared him out.
I knew you gave them the easier job.
There's the dreadnought. That brings back memories. Nice one. Crap.
They're in a ranged... he said don't get in a ranged position with mages.
They've still got time to fall back if you signal them now.
Yeah,
Your men need to hold that position, Bull.
they do that. They're dead.
And if they don't, the Venatori retake it and the Dreadnought is dead. You'd be throwing away an alliance between the Inquisition and the Canary. You'd be declaring yourself Talvishoth. With all you've given the Inquisition, half the Ben Hassrath think you've betrayed us already. I stood up for you, Hisrad. I told them you would never become Talvishoth.
They're my men.
I know, but you need to do what's right, Hisrad. For this alliance, and for the Qun.
So Iron Bull actually approves no matter which option you pick. And so this pretty much has to do with his internal struggle of being loyal to the Qun versus not. And
Call the retreat.
Don't!
They're falling back.
All these years, Hisrad, and you throw away all that you are. For what? For this? For them?
I'm sorry, Gad.
I regret that we couldn't protect the Dreadnought.
So do I.
No way they'll get out of range. Won't be long now.
Bull, when the Dreadnought sinks...
Sinks? Canary dreadnoughts don't sink. Come on. Let's get back to my boys.
Yeah, there was no salvaging that.
Hey, boss.
Inquisitor, it is my duty to inform you that there will be no alliance between our peoples. Nor will you be receiving any more Ben Hassrath reports from your Talvishoth ally.
You under orders to kill me, Gat?
No. The Ben Hassrath have already lost one good man. They'd rather not lose two.
Well, that went well.
So much for that.
You did the right thing.
I'm proud of you, Bull.
Thanks, boss. You're late.
Sorry, Chief. Still sore from fighting off all those vents. Good to see you, Inquisitor.
That fight against the Venatori was a bit dicey.
We knew that you and the Chief had our backs, your worship. Chief's even breaking open a cask of chastened sackmead for the charges tonight.
Damn it, Krem. That's the kind of thing you don't have to mention to the Inquisitor.
Sorry, Chief.
Hey, got it.
Ah, forget it. You're doing fine.
There we go. Acquired Canary bench. Let me go back. Oh, we needed quarries. That's what we needed. Okay, never mind. On Regeni caches in populated areas, it bewilders how such things go unnoticed, but perhaps that is the power of the practiced servant. They are keenly aware of what escapes the preoccupied eye. Sarah, of course, can spy them instantly. She seems an extreme version of a very narrow definition of perceptive. I have pressed for a schedule or even some hint of procedure, but she is content to rely on the unknown. It may seem exciting, but I should find it ever so frustrating if I were searching. It's just red, right? Bet she'd see it if it was on a hat out of season. Creatures, I don't normally read them. Giant spider. Yes, please explain the giant spiders. Maybe it is meant to be that size, and the regular ones are miniature. I mean, a just-in-carrying maker would create them big to start. Then they can't hide. That's what bothers you, isn't it? The hiding, a big one like that, a good 12-footer, sure. It's all fang and such, but you know where it is. Dark places, where the veil is weak. You're never surprised by a giant one because you had to go to their house. They're not on your face at night or in your boot in the morning. And if their web is thick as rigging, you don't have to worry about that hair on your neck. Or the baby ones on the breeze. You hate that, right? Hitting a cloud of them when you're riding could be a dozen, but you only see one and you try to smash it. But when you look, the thing is gone and now your arm itches right up to the shoulder and that hair feels like it's back, but you can't unbuckle your helm because of the gauntlets. And now the hair on your ear is tingly. That's just about the worst, isn't it? Records of the Redcliffe Guard. Stupid giant spiders. Once upon a time, we classified these demons of sloth, but we learned that despair demons are something quite different. They're not the antithesis of justice or valor, but rather of hope. They form nightmares, tearing away the foundation of self and purpose. When brought into the world, they are most attracted to places the downtrodden populate. Alienages, slums, prisons, and the like. The miasma they spread can lead to extreme behavior. We look for a rash of unexplained suicides, men and women so filled with grief they lash out. The most intelligent of these creatures are to be feared, for they not only feed on despair, they understand its causes and seek to bring it about. From the shadows, they ruin lives, drinking on tears of those who have no idea the cause of their misery is not random chance. That is... stupid despair demons. So it sounds like we don't have sloth demons anymore? Is that true? I don't know. I'd have to look at the World of Thedas. You think it's hard to fight the Qunari on land? You've never had to face them on open water. No wind, sails, hanging limp, but those giant bastards keep coming. We'd always mock the Qunari for their mindless servitude, but we saw their discipline as they steadily closed, their oars in perfect form, even as our galley slaves flagged and faltered. They pulled alongside, their great ship twice the length of ours, and we drew steel, ready for them to board. Instead, a great series of blasts rocked the waves, spewing smoke everywhere. Iron balls the size of a man's head flew as though fired from a bow. They ripped through hull, mast, and sailor alike. Our ship came apart like a child's toy. I'd have died in the water had a trading ship not come by to investigate the wreckage. That was the day I learned that although the Imperium might win the war against the Qunari on land, it will never defeat them at sea. It's also the day I decided to try life as a merchant's guard. So Gat said they're not fast enough on sea, but apparently... Confessions of a lyrium addict. A prison cell, a scrap of paper for my confession. Scarce enough bread and water. All I get for skimming one lousy bottle from the lyrium stores. Knight Lieutenant Freyan cut my normal rations for insubordination. Insubordination, my arse. It's because I saw him desert the guard tower to meet his girl. Freyan thought he'd teach me a lesson. I'm thirsty, but the water doesn't work. You take it like medicine at first, delirium. Your whole body sings with it, like the Maker's own fire. You're not scared of anything, not even abominations. After, it even takes away the nightmares. But the ration's too small. If they don't give you enough, your hands get cold. The sky starts to press down on you. Little things slip away. So you have to stay. The senior Templars all have that look, that cloudy look in their eyes. Sign your confession, they said. I'm trying. I can't think of what name to sign. Confessions of an Unknown Templar. Alright, people should be ready to port in now. And they are.